4 o'clock.
Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Tis Monday, and we're all
Yep.
here and alive and kicking.
We're here.
So
We have
hope
wonky
everybody had a
lighting.
lovely week. Yeah, we all do. It's the thing. And no, my hair is not green.
Last week she had green hair. This week I have a new light bulb, and now my hair is all electric. I don't know. It is what it is.
And I don't have a ring light on.
You're
I don't either.
fine.
Oh, here's what I wanted to show.
Okay.
Okay. It's somebody who found a way to wind yarn when they didn't have a yarn winder.
What's that? What their
They hooked it on their KitchenAid. Yeah.
All
The
right.
skeins are a little wonky, but I guess it works.
That looks dangerous to me.
It looks dangerous to me too, but I guess people tried it and it works. I guess if you're
Okay.
in a pinch and you don't want to wind a ball, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure I would do it.
I know there are times like if my shoulder's hurting and I have a bunch of yarn to wind, I'm like, oh, I wish I had an electric winder, but I
Yeah,
don't know about that.
I have an electric winder, but I use my manual one.
I have one, but I have to get a table where I can set it up at, and so it's not
Yes.
set up yet.
Yeah. My winder, I don't have to clip to a table.
Ah,
Nice. My Swift, I don't have to. My winder, I do.
Yeah, my Swift either. Because when I got a yarn, a Swift and winder, I didn't have a craft room. So it had to be mobile.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get it.
have a carousel. I have a carousel Swift, so you just sit it on the table and it opens up, and the base is weighted.
Mine is I want to say Nirvana.
Mine's the
Let me
usual.
look.
Whatever.
I have the other one that I got from one of the wool spinning companies. It's like the big thing, but it just takes up so much room.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I have one like that. A carousel Swift like that. I got mine. I had one and it broke, but that was on me, not on them, because of how it got laid down. But I got this one from Amazon, and it has been really, really good. Like smooth, doesn't catch on anything.
I love it.
It was much better than the one I got off of Etsy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice for me that I don't have to have a table to clamp it to.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I like that too.
It's very
and then it folds up small.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine's the usual, but it's fine. I had to replace all of the, what do you call it? The twine, because they kept breaking. So it's got a lot of zip ties on it, but that's fine.
I think mine is
as long as
made.
it works.
It looks like it's got rivets between.
Mm.
It's not twine. But
it's easy enough to fix, so whatever.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. I just wouldn't necessarily think of my KitchenAid for that, but
that looks like something that's going to go horribly wrong. Is what?
Yes.
For me,
the first few skeins were wonky. Said the first few skeins were wonky, but it got better. I just. And then Debbie Loves Yarn said put a toilet paper cardboard on a handheld mixer. That makes a lot more sense.
I would be more likely to do that than to get a KitchenAid.
Yeah.
Probably not going to do it either, but
no,
but it's a good idea though. I mean,
okay. And for anybody in the chat, that's my Telegram. I can't shut it off. It won't let me shut it off. So just whatever. It'll ping and that's it. Yeah, I used to wrap yarn around my dining room table chairs, stand up on a chair, and just you do what you got to do,
Yep, I did that before I knew Swifts were such a thing. Because my mom when she first started knitting, she used wool, But
Yeah.
that was when I was a little child, so I wasn't paying attention to anything.
Right.
She had a yarn Swift and all that, but
Yeah.
by the time I was old enough to understand what she was doing, she was using more acrylic yarn, and it came in skeins, or
Right.
wool that came in skeins. So she never had a Swift out.
Right.
So
Yeah, my mom always used acrylic. So,
Mm-hmm.
we had skeins like this.
Yeah. And some people still rewind those, and that's fine, but
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy.
That's
I am very much into pulling from the outside now. Like this.
mm-hmm.
So I just put the whole skein on it and wind it from the outside. It has been working really well.
Good.
Well, good.
So, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't care what people
Sometimes
do.
I do. Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
Sometimes I do outside. Sometimes I do inside. It all depends. Like whatever.
Depends
Yeah.
on the project and what you're doing. Like when you're doing multiple skeins, sometimes you might want to pull from the middle just so that you can kind of control where it's coming from a little easier.
Well, and you
without
don't
having
have
to
it,
move
you don't have it flopping around, on the floor or in a bag or something.
Yeah, I really like my yarn bowl from Robin Knit One Print 2 because especially doing blankets or color work, it's nice having the two skeins for the yarn bowl then I just have to, flip it to untangle them if I have to.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very nice and convenient.
Yep.
So, but Tina couldn't come tonight. She's working.
She's working hard. She's got some new yarns. She's also put up her yarn for the 250th birthday thing for America.
And I have bought mine.
That's exciting. So y'all go to
we have a little feedback sound, but it is what it is.
We're professionals here, okay?
It is what it is. I did get this lovely Gray Rock Candy Mountain.
Nice.
It's going to be a short sleeve top.
Ooh, pretty.
Maybe ranunculus. I don't know.
So pretty.
Ooh.
It is. I love the pops of purple, but I don't know. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be, but
it'll tell you.
So exactly.
I have a question for all the people who've done the anthology throw. Would 3 full skeins of yarn be enough? Like 300 grams? Or not really?
I don't know. I just pulled out yarn that I have for that the other day, but I haven't started it yet. And I left it in the other room. But I have more than 3 skeins, but I've never made it. So maybe somebody in the chat who has could say.
Haven't made it.
I know I think it was a Advent pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's possible.
I don't really know. I would, Joan, I would message Shauna because she just finished it not too long ago, so she would probably know.
I think she did. I think she did an Advent with it.
I think Tara did it because she did one too a while back, so she would probably know.
Yeah, ask Tara. She would.
Not that I'm starting that anytime soon.
Uh-huh.
I'm not either,
Don't
but if I do feel like I need to work on a blanket in the summer here, it will be that because it's fingering weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the blankets that I work on in the summer are going to be these.
Yeah.
Square.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I've got to start working on my socks again. I mean, I know I've had my year of blankets, but I need to give my socks some love.
I had cast-on-itis this week.
Did you?
Ooh, what did you cast on?
And I'm like,
Amy
okay.
says 3 should be enough because you can't you end it when you want it because it's in
Yeah.
the round.
Yeah,
'Cause see,
that's
I
true.
I ordered from Chicken Lady. I have this red that's sparkly,
Oh,
and I have white that's sparkly, and blue that's sparkly.
oh.
So I was thinking that would be
Mhm.
fun.
You know, if somebody were to do some kind of a make along or something,
I know,
using
right?
those colors.
The one that I can't remember the details on.
Well, let me enlighten you, ma'am.
Please
Make
do.
something in those colors.
Make something in those colors. A flag to call home. June 1st, July 4th. If you don't live in the United States, knit your flag's colors. Whips count, obviously, because I've already started mine.
And you don't have to finish,
You don't have to finish, but you know, you should finish. Finish your stuff.
but you should.
know?
Yeah. I have not cast mine on yet, but I will get there because it's
I
not
cast
even
mine
there yet.
on. I got my stuff worked out.
Did you figure out your number problem?
did. I can count to 97 now.
Woo!
Yes. Without using fingers and toes, so that's good.
So my pride knows no bounds.
Yeah, you know. Oh, well, you're about to be prouder.
What'd you do?
I cast on another blanket.
Yay!
Don't
Just
forget to send her a
remember-
picture so she can put you in
I
her
will,
drawing.
I will. It's only the, I don't remember watch today. It's
This-
only,
The
This
27th.
could be-
okay.
This could be yours.
I got a couple of days. Come on. Okay,
If
so
I ever unearth my sewing machine, this
let
could
me
be.
see. It's so pretty.
I
love
thought of you when I saw it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this
I
is
love it.
so
Look at
Elise."
the oranges. It's so summer.
No.
And I thought this was good for the bottom. What do you think?
Oh, it's so summer. If it ever gets here.
Very into teal right now.
Teal
Or
is a
aqua
good color.
green, whatever. I mean, well, I just had my bathroom painted that, so
Hey, it's a good color.
yes, I really
It is.
I really like it a lot. And I need some scissors.
Uh-oh. So I cast on, let me see what it's called because people want to know. Rainbow Ripple Baby Blanket. And here's the start of it.
Oh,
And it
that's
is,
really pretty. That's
Pretty.
A sugar wheel,
hold
you
that
know,
up again, please.
whatever. This is for Let Them Live.
And what's the color name of it?
It's, let me see. Peppermint to Be.
Okay.
It's peppermint.
It's beautiful.
So I don't know how big it's going to get. I might have to add some to it, you know. Whatever.
Mhm.
I just cast it on like Saturday, I think. I was like, hey, let me just cast on a, you know.
Joan,
Yes.
on the anthology,
Yes.
the pattern calls for 2,112 yards, but she puts instructions in there how to make it smaller.
Okay. That works. That works.
So she did it with an Advent scent,
Yeah.
set of 24 20-gram minis.
See, that's the thing. I have the yarn from Liz, but then I also have an Advent from Moonglow that's a complete fade.
That would be pretty.
That would be so pretty. So, decisions. And I got to,
Indeed.
now my husband is like, well, he's not bugging me about his blanket, but he's very excited about it.
Yes, but he was also very excited about your Knit Night camping blanket too. So
And we
Oh,
are.
and did you hear the story about the Halloween blanket?
Boo
Mhm.
and Bo.
I asked in one of my episodes, I was like, do I need to finish the whole section before I go on to something else? And my husband was watching it and he goes, yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
You
guess
do.
that answers that.
okay, I have this set that I'm going to do the anthology in. It's hard to kind
Ooh.
of tell.
Oh, I like that.
It's 10 half skeins.
Oh,
So
that's
it's 5
good.
skeins. So I figure I'll just go till I run out of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's
That'd
from
be
Gem
good.
State Yarns. She has a lot of pretty colorways, but her shop's taking a break right now. Like, doesn't she understand people need yarn all the time? No,
Are
just
you
kidding.
serious right now?
Just kidding.
Be right back. Calvin has to go out.
Tell him he needs to come visit with us.
I don't know, Calvin. Your timing is not great, dude.
Well,
Seriously.
Pirate has learned on Monday nights he has to go to my husband for food.
Nice.
Mama's busy.
I will be making dinner when we get done. We're having breakfast for dinner, omelets. So.
Oh, I love breakfast for dinner. It's so much fun.
We do it more in the summer because it's hot. I mean, it's not quite summer here. We're in the 80s again. But
well, I mean, as you can tell, I've been wearing a sweatshirt all day. Let's see what my temperature is right now. Of course, I'm a wuss. It's 66. Our high was 67 today. So it'll be 75 tomorrow, and I'll be sweatshirtless tomorrow.
let's see what we're 73 right now. We'll be 77, then 81, and then 84, and then 86, and then 90 by Sunday.
And then 185. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will. Log runner. Yeah. We do different ones every week. Breakfast for dinner. Sometimes it's omelette. Sometimes it's some other kind of breakfast thing, French toast or something. But tonight's going to be omelets because I have a new omelet pan because my pan is old and was sticking too much, so I got a new one. So
what's that gonna look like?
But
Can't remember.
All right, I'm back. And Joan, yes, I will take you up on your offer and send you Calvin.
Yeah, send me that sweet little man.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sweet.
Him and
He's
Pirate
sweet.
would have a roaring good time.
Let me show you some scars I have about how sweet he is.
I was going to say, sweet is not a term I hear you usually use to describe Calvin.
Like I said, he's sweet 90% of the time, but that other 10%, we just live in Calvin's world, you know.
Well, Pirate knows. Yeah, we live in Pirate's world for sure.
Well, Pirate doesn't bite though.
If I try to clip his nails, he will.
Oh God, we don't even talk about that.
If I even try to touch his paw, he's like, "I don't love you anymore."
Yeah, I know. We bought it. We had to buy like this hammock thing. We still haven't tried to use it yet. We have this hammock thing that you hang from the shower.
Oh yeah, the belly band thing, yeah.
So I can, and I'm a little scared to try it because I don't know what kind of contortionist he can be. I still don't want to get bit. He's got sharp little teeth, little teeth, and they're sharp.
Need to get wet welding gloves. One of those rumors I watched.
Exactly.
Welding gloves, yeah. Because you can at least still, grab tools and things with it.
Oh, let me grab my other cast on. I have another cast on. Let's talk about this. So
cast
I cast it on. It's called My Buddy Wrap. It's free on Ravelry. And it's very good for beginner people doing brioche.
What is it?
My Buddy Wrap.
Okay.
Do
I need to be looking this up? No, I do not.
It's fun. And she explains it very well. She has a video. And so here it is so far. I cast this on yesterday morning. So here it is.
Ooh, nice.
Very pretty.
It's single color brioche. It's super easy to memorize. I just have to keep track of the rows because it's like well, it depends. Depends on how wide you want it to be is when you do your increases. So I want mine to be wider. So I increase every 4 rows. But if you want it to be skinnier, you can increase it every 6 rows or every 8 rows. But otherwise, it's memorizable. My yarn is awesome. It's the Juniper Moonshine. It's super squishy. So that's what I'm working on. Long-term project. I don't expect to be done in time for summer, but that's okay.
Well, I finally started a charity blanket.
Yay.
Did you see it?
I did.
I did.
But I want to see it again.
What
Some
shape is
pattern.
it? Debbie Loves Yarn wants to know, Therese.
The one I'm doing is more of a triangle. It's like you knit until you get halfway through and then you start decreasing. But you can do it skinnier. And so then it's more elongated. It's a free pattern.
It looks really pretty.
And she has a YouTube for it. So that's pretty cool for a free pattern.
That's where I've heard of it, I think.
Mhm.
Joan, what's that pattern on your charity blanket?
It is a modern granny, and it is the simplest thing ever.
I like it.
I like it. As soon
It's
as you said
really-
it, I went and looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a free pattern. So basically you alternate between doing double crochets and chain 3.
Mhm.
So
And I feel
But
like that's good for babies because it doesn't have the big holes where they get
Right.
their,
Yeah, see, I don't like the hose for their toes and fingers.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome,
yeah.
Debbie.
Yeah, that's good for babies. I saved it, so I'm like, okay, that'll be my next,
Yeah.
charity.
and it's just mindless enough,
Mhm.
but it's also got, like every other row you got to pay attention again. So
Are you going to do, how many skeins are you going to use for the blanket? Do you know yet?
I don't know. I bought 3.
And you
And-
probably need 4, and it's discontinued.
Probably.
That's
But,
when she gets an alternate border color and just calls it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's fine. That's what
Yeah.
mine's
So-
probably going to need an alternate, and that's okay.
Well, this is the colorway.
I love it. Oh, it's so pretty.
And it's got,
That's
it's
pretty.
like a pinky color. 'Cause I
Mhm.
figure, I don't want to do like, all different shades of pink. And, there are other colors for girls besides pink.
Yes.
Mhm.
I love
So-
that gold
I like-
color. Yeah.
I like different shades for baby blankets. I even like
Yeah.
doing really
Yeah.
bright ones because,
Yeah.
it helps with their
But
brains.
this is just so, I love these. The thing that keeps you going on it is that you're like, oh, let me see when I get to the next color.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite enjoying it.
I've been working on my daughter's blanket some, though
Yeah.
not too much, and my Birch's blanket,
Pretty.
which I should be able to show next week because I think I'll have it in a position where I can actually
Cool.
show what it is. Is the
Did
plan.
you give your son his blanket?
No, it's Christmas. It's for Christmas, so he
Ah,
will get it
okay.
Christmas. My daughter will get hers Christmas. They both know about them, so
Right.
it's just they're not getting. They neither one of them
Well-
need them right now because it's not
Right.
hot in Reno. It's in the 60s, but it
Yeah.
will be getting up into the 80s. So he doesn't need it right now, and he can wait till Christmas because
Yeah.
they're adults. They don't need presents all the
Yeah,
time.
it's a different. Yeah.
My daughter's birthday is the 3rd, so she'll be
3rd of
celebrating her birthday
May.
of May. Yeah, so
Okay. Oh, cool.
Wow.
yeah,
She
and then she
almost
and her
was-
friends are going out to dinner on the 4th, May the 4th. we would do. So
I get it.
We have
yeah.
my boys had a friend in high school who was such a Star Wars fan, and his birthday was May the 4th.
Wow, cool for him.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I got her a. He's about 5-10 minutes away from the college in Reno.
Mhm.
Oh, Sparks. Yeah, Sparks with crazy traffic to the Tesla plant.
Oh.
My nephew is in Sparks. He's working at the Tesla plant doing welding,
Nice.
an outside tractor. So he's working like 16-hour days. So, but yeah, my son likes Reno. He's made some friends. School is hard. He's got 3 weeks left, and then he's just got a professor who's keeps changing the criteria. Like first it was, oh, it's a group project as your final. Then, oh, it's a group project and a 15-page paper as your final. Now it's a group project, a 15-page paper, and an individual project. And it's like, you got to stop changing parameters.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get through her class and never have to have her again, because he said she stopped teaching as soon as they did their midterms. She has not done a single lecture. The entire rest of the class was just presentations. And he said it's the biggest waste of class because they've learned nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's learning all the cool things about grad school that he didn't want to know, but it's been good for him. He's met people, he's worked hard, he's actually like caring about his grades, which is lovely.
That's good. Yeah.
Because he knows he's got to pay back that student loan, so he wants to have good grades and get a good job.
Right.
So but it's
what's he
nice.
majoring in?
Business admin, or business with an IT, more towards IT, like operations and technical kind of stuff. Yes, he's really good at that kind of thing. My daughter's degree is in business administration.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. My daughter's degree is in IT, and she's basically been replaced by AI.
Yeah, he's going more towards the physical operations and the supply logistics, that kind of thing, because you're always going to need that, though a lot of their teachers.
So a lot of people out here that just got laid off.
Yep.
Because of AI.
Meta's laying off 8,000 people, I think.
Yeah.
So that's not
Marvel. Yeah, we talked about it. Marvel. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Marvel and Disney laid off a bunch of people.
There's this new app, and this guy did a commercial for it, and he's saying, yeah, my wife doesn't talk to me about her problems at work. She talks to this app, and it's an AI app. And I just thought, that's dangerous, people. You need to learn to talk to people.
I don't even like people, but you still got to talk to them.
Right.
You would think, but younger generations are not big on actual talking to people.
Oh, no, I know. When I have to interact with them in stores and stuff. Yeah. You get that stare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like,
easy
hello?
to do. It's easy when you're behind a computer screen and you don't have to actually,
I don't know. I just feel like it's giving up too much of your humanity.
I agree, because you don't learn, they don't learn how to interact with people, how to read facial expressions, how to read tone. Any of that. You don't get that through a text or through an internet message.
Right.
So I think a lot of them that's why they have a hard time in jobs. That's why they can't keep jobs, and they don't interview well, because, though, quite frankly, I guess a lot of them are taking their parents to job interviews. Which,
well, and AI does not have the morality and the soul that humans have.
Right.
And it's never going to have that.
I wonder, though,
program that.
If that's why so many people are so quick to go to violence, is because they don't see other people as people.
Right.
No, they don't. And because it's easy to be aggressive and bossy and, you know, the king of the chair when you're behind a keyboard and when you don't see the results of your actions up close.
Mhm.
And I've seen it a lot watching a lot of the court TV and stuff, because these people,
Mhm.
you know, they do things and they get off, they get probation 50 times, and they
Mhm.
don't ever see the consequences of what they do. And this one guy's trying to get off. He killed 2 people in a drunk driving accident. And it's like, you know, he's trying to downplaying the charges, like, you know, well, it was just drunk driving. It's like, you killed 2 people, dude. Like,
Well, that's
no
the thing,
humanity.
spilling over. It's the AI computer stuff is now spilling over into real life stuff.
Well, I think too, it's social media, because everyone who's so engaged in influencer culture, it's all about followers, and everyone has their own little world that they're the center of,
Mhm.
and they don't like dealing with it when they're not. So dealing in real life where there might not be the center of the world,
Right.
they don't know how, they don't have the skills to do it because they live their lives online and they
Like
don't know how to live in person.
we were watching on Patrol Live this weekend, and this one chick got pulled over, and they pulled her out of her car. She refused it, like she wouldn't get out of the car. She wouldn't do anything, and they pulled her out of the car, and she's like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why are you doing this? Why?" Like, any normal person would know why they were being detained, why they were being arrested, why, you know.
It
And she's
blows
like,
my
why are
mind
you
how they
doing that?
act. How they flip out and have tantrums and tell the police they can't touch them and they can't arrest them, which I
Cat,
find quite amusing. Especially
Cat,
the one lady the other day who is in the back of the police car in handcuffs. I'm being arrested? Ma'am, you already
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You didn't question, you didn't
don't
read me my
understand
rights.
why.
You didn't. He's like, I didn't have to read you your rights. I saw you run a red light and hit somebody. I don't need to question you about that.
Right.
So no, it's legal.
Right.
that's the
Like,
ones that kill me, are the ones that think they know.
They know
I
more than
know
that.
my rights.
Yeah.
and no, she did not know her rights at all. But
Well,
just as so
because
many of them commit so many crimes and they have no thought for who it affects.
Well,
Right.
that's what Kat says. Made a comment. She said it's beginning to be easy for
Yeah.
people to forget that their actions affect real people.
right, because they're online, you know,
Mhm.
18 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, I saw
those
this.
people there are not, they're not a thing.
Yeah, must be cool for you to shoplift, but it raises the prices for everybody else.
Yeah.
So everybody else can't afford the groceries also. That is, you know. And I saw one today where pharmacist who had worked for a company that did meds for hospice and dementia patients. And she was stealing, pharmacy tech was stealing the pills out of the pain hydrocodone and stuff from the dementia patients who can't count their own pills, so they don't realize
Mhm.
things are missing. It was thousands of pills in a 3-year-old period that she was stealing from these, and no compassion for these people that she hurt. No, you know, fact that, you know, that people were in pain and suffering because they weren't getting their pain meds. Just, you know,
It's all about me.
yeah,
Well, and because they've had no consequences. People
Yeah.
are stealing, people are robbing people, and they get let go. There's no
Mhm.
consequences for being
exactly.
bad, you know.
Well,
Honestly,
one was
that's all you can
a
say.
teacher who had embezzled $1.4 million from the school. She was a school principal from the school food budget. And so she was sending invoices for food that never came. And you know, making the meals were so small that kids who were getting the lunches weren't getting the food they require. And she got away with it for a few years because she was in charge of the budget. And, you know, all these kids who weren't getting the nutrients that they needed in their lunches and things, and she could have cared less. She had a Maserati, you know.
Yep.
And there was another one that was a dispatcher who was hanging up on calls.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't feel like
And-
working today.
I didn't feel like
Oh,
it. Yeah. I saw
She
that. Yeah.
she texted her sister, these people think I'm like their therapist or something. I clocked out in my brain at like 3 a.m. She works a night shift. She hung up on this woman 3 times. Didn't even just answer the call, silence, and then hung up. The woman's ex broke through the door and beat the crap out of her. One guy died because she hung up on the call, and it wasn't until his neighbor a few 20 minutes later found him, called again, but he died. And it's like, just no, never occurred to her.
Anything?
Oh yeah, she's in jail for like 15 years.
So, because
but
we
it's
need
just
to
like
start putting these people behind bars.
Well, her lawyer was claiming, well, she had burnout. There's ways to deal with that in dispatchers. Like they have help for that kind of thing, but she didn't do. She was just clocked out at her desk, just hanging up on people randomly. Like, I think they said there were like 47 calls that she had hung up on. A child that was allergic reactions, diabetic incidents, domestic violence. She just would hang up. So they had to reset their whole system. So any calls that were hung up within 20 seconds had to get reviewed every time to make sure that nobody was just hanging up on the people. It's like, if you don't want to do that, go find another job, but don't do a job that affects people's life. One where children stuck in a house fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Luckily they got out, but still.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
It's just sad. People have no humanity. Sorry, that's a dark topic. We should probably.
Yeah, because they're perpetually online where the people are not actual people,
Right.
Yep.
Well, now that we've solved that problem in the world.
No, we're not solving it.
More people should knit.
Right.
Honestly.
And crochet.
And crochet. And spin and weave and sew and do all the things.
Well, do the things that give you,
things
that help
stress relief and
just
people are just insane.
Yeah. Yep.
See, the Mets finally won.
Yay. Well, the Angels are trying really hard to get to the bottom of our division.
I don't want to talk about sports ball. Oh, I swear, the Orioles, they'll have this huge game where they're just like superstars and they're doing all the things. And then the next game, they lose by 15 points or 15 points. Yeah, points. Exactly. Might be points. To one of the crappiest teams.
Have you started back up on your blanket for them?
No. Well, I'm not doing one this year. I got to finish the one from a couple years ago. And now I'm like, I don't even want to do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one for the Steelers this year.
There you go.
Maybe. Without my coach.
Yeah, but you can see him on the.
I know he's gonna be on Sunday Night Football. All the Tomlinisms. He gets to share them with the world.
Does he talk? I don't know that I've ever seen him.
He does. Oh, he talks, and he talks. He talks in proverbs. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we call them Tomlinisms. Like I don't know. Amy could probably recite more than I can. But yeah, he has these little phrases that he says. I don't know. What does he say? The standard is the standard. And he has all these little catchphrases he says. But he seems super happy. And he thought that it was time to move on so that some of the older players could maybe experience younger management and get further.
He is a nice looking man. That is true.
Yes, he is. He's very nice. He's a nice man. We love him. I'm sad. But Michael McCarthy's good
But I mean,
too.
he left on his own, right? They did
Yes,
not.
he did. Yes,
So-
he did.
Okay.
That's the best way to go out, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, there were calls for him to, but he left. Now we have Mike McCarthy. I don't know what's going on with the old man. Like, come on, Unc, do something.
Well, my team got who they wanted, I guess, and Harbaugh's doing his thing, and Mendoza's at the Raiders, which makes my son happy. So
Yeah.
okay, these are the needles I was telling you about before. The ones that they're selling for 180 from their yarn store, but people have found them on Temu for like $40.
No.
They're claiming that they sourced them and they're better than Xiaogu. And
No, you sourced them from Temu. That's where you sourced them from.
Mhm.
Or
they source these
Alibaba.
ourselves, cutting out the middleman and bringing you an incredible price.
$180 is not an incredible price. I'm sorry to tell you.
But I guess people have found them on Temu, and including the same fabric cases, and are claiming. Some people are saying that Temu copied them, and other people are saying they got them from Temu. So, and are just
I would
just
not
renamed
doubt
them.
either of those scenarios.
Yeah, because
Listen, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not going to talk trash about Temu because I've gotten.
I'm not. I'm
good stuff.
I think probably they found them on Temu. Maybe they got custom cases or something. Except people showed in Craftsnark that they found it with the same case.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just think it's a little crazy to, they're claiming that they sourced them and they're all this great. And if people want to spend $180, that's your choice. Go for it. But I just get the feeling that they might have gotten them off of Temu and got them shipped direct for $40 or whatever, and are selling them.
But
themselves.
people have been doing that they buy stuff off eBay
Oh, I know.
and upsell. People have been doing that
Oh, I know.
forever. But
Oh, I know.
you got to do your research before you buy anything.
Yeah.
But these are supposedly better than Xiaogu, according to them.
No,
to
probably
me, if for a business
Xiaogu
to
are
do
pretty
that-
good. Yeah.
for a business to do that and to claim that, it's not Temu, that to me is a little sketchy. I don't know. Maybe just me.
No, it's just
Well, I don't buy it because Temu has a ton of different knitting needles on there, and not one of them calls themselves a Xiaogu dupe or something like that. So I don't think they're trying to copy Xiaogu or
it's
copy
like,
specific
if you know,
styles.
you
They've
know.
got their own stuff out there.
yes.
So I don't know. I've gotten needles from Temu and they work lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. I've gotten yarn. That's great. I've gotten all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Honestly,
Here it is. Here's the one on Temu. Same one, $40. Same set. Anodized aluminum, sizes 3 to 6 millimeter, including additions and stitch markers. I guess the stitch markers and additions are the exact same, according to them.
Yeah, so they got them from Temu.
That's what I think. And that's fine, but be upfront about it. Don't just claim,
Yeah.
I've reinvented the wheel.
Honestly, if I knew that about a company, that would make me very hesitant to do business with them for anything.
Yeah, I mean, the needles are probably good. They're probably good needles. The name of them is, it doesn't really have a name. It's just a description. A complete interchangeable circular needle set with 9 pairs made of anodized aluminum, sizes 3 to 6 millimeter, including additions and stitch markers. The perfect gift for beginners. I don't see a company name. So I just went to Temu and looked up interchangeable needles sets and scrolled down, and eventually it came up. So we broke a record for the NFL draft attendance. I think they said a total of 800,000 people in the city over 3 days. Wow.
Oh.
That's a lot. It's not fun when you got that many people in the city.
Woohoo, Pittsburgh! Woohoo!
That's a lot of people to deal with.
It is, but
It's not fun.
they were all
At all.
well behaved. There was no antics. It was great.
Nobody tearing up their town because their draft pick got picked, which is ridiculous. You know,
Mm.
all the
And-
violence. Oh, you almost don't want your team to win because
No, that's
the crowds
Philly.
are going to tear
That's
up downtown.
Philadelphia.
Now,
Okay?
not
That's
not just Philly. A lot of the college teams do
Yeah.
that now too.
That's not Pittsburgh. No.
What
the
is
only
the name
person
of them?
we do there is Roger Goodell.
It just says a complete interchangeable circular knitting needle set with 9 pairs. The ones that they're selling for $180 are Atelier, Atelier yarns. They have a website. They're in San Francisco, and they're on their webpage. But I just scrolled through Temu's interchangeable set to see. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of cooking stuff from Temu that have been lovely. Silicone
Sounds
pans for my air
suspicious.
fryer and
Yep.
pizza cooker and other things that
Yeah, I
like,
got
so.
little random stuff like a scissors that you cut herbs with, and a little whisk broom that looks like a duck. I'm looking at it right now, and just like random stuff. But
Yeah. I mean, I will look for something on Amazon and then I'll look for the same exact thing
Right.
on Temu, and chances are it's the same exact thing with
but
the
it's
same
$1.17.
pictures.
Yeah, like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we stayed away from downtown when they had the draft here last time because it was a little crazy. But at least Vegas is built for those kind of things because we
Yeah.
have downtown with all the big convention stuff that are and stadium stuff that's made for that, whereas not everybody has that. So get your patriotic stuff coming up.
Mhm.
So get your yarn. Tina has yarn.
Get your yarn. Tina has yarn.
Lynn has yarn. I think Holly might have yarn too. I'm not positive.
I'm not sure.
But
I think
Lynn,
a lot of
Lynn at
people
Chicken Lady
have.
does.
Mhm.
So what are
I've
your
never
sheets
done
again?
Sherry, I've never done a return to Temu. But I did get my niece some needles and she liked
They're
them.
pretty cool about. They're cool about returns. Alyssa told me that she had something that was broken, I think. And so she wanted to return it. And they said, send us a picture of it broken. So she did. And they were like, okay. They sent her money.
Yeah, the one thing that I was missing a part, they just said keep it, and they sent me another one.
Yeah.
I think it cost them too much money to return some things.
I had something late and they gave me, it was, what did they give you, $5 or whatever? And then they sent it again. And so
Yeah.
I ended up, and then it came, and I ended up with twice the, they didn't care. They do so much volume that they don't care,
Yeah. Yeah. Debbie Loves Yarn said she got a refund without returning. So that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I had that happen with Amazon twice. I guess it wasn't worth it to send it back for them
Yeah,
either. They
Amazon,
said just keep it.
yeah, they're touch or go. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Jen, what were you asking about somebody making something?
You expect me to remember?
Literally.
We
it
got
was
distracted.
a minute and a half ago.
Sorry. We got distracted in the Temu needles thing.
You said, what were you making? Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know. I think places like that are good.
Think of it an hour from now.
I think places like that are good, especially for new crafters or new, because they can get the tools fairly inexpensively. They can get the decent yarn inexpensively, and it's a good way for people to build their skills and decide what kind of needles they really like. Like there's a lot of podcasters out there that do podcasts. Oh, these are the best needles. Don't buy these needles. But that's their opinion of what works for them and doesn't work for them. I think everybody needs to figure out themselves which hooks and needles you like and which one works for you. Because for me, I use different needles for different types of yarn. Like sometimes I use the wood needles or I use, different things because the yarn's too slippery or it's lace weight or something.
Right.
So
I went through a big needle buying thing. Trying different needles to see if there were some that I like better. I like the ones that I've been using forever better. The gold handle. So
Yeah, I am gonna get a couple more of the brick house needles. My kids said they would get those for me for Mother's Day once they're back
yeah,
in stock,
those are
'cause I do like them.
really, really nice needles.
I really like them for cables and lace because the tip is so long. It's not
Mhm.
pointy. It's not like a needle point where it's going to stab you like some of the
Mhm.
Chowgoos, but it's long, so it's great for holding
Or
cables and doing lace.
hayas, they will stab you. Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't need
I
the
have
pain.
I have a pair of signature stilettos.
Hmm.
If you need to draw blood, those will do it.
Yeah, if it's not Calvin, it's them. Yeah.
Yeah, see, the bamboo
Poor
sometimes
little,
draws blood for me.
poor little
If
they're
Calvin's
too-
getting
too
a
sharp.
bum rap.
Okay, you
Oh.
have no idea, lady, what I have
You
been
you
through
you
with
you
that
haven't seen the
dog.
pictures of her bite marks, okay?
Well, I'll have to drag them out and show you because
Okay.
Yeah, she's had some
He's-
bad ones.
he's intense. We'll
Yeah,
put
the
it
only
that way.
time
He's
the
in-
only time
Calvin?
Calvin tries to bite is if I'm trying to cut his nails.
No,
Calvin's not a people person either. Teresa, she's not a people person. Calvin's not a people person
No.
either.
no, we're not. Yeah, but I don't bite.
No. No, you treat people differently than Calvin because
Yeah.
Calvin just
But
wants
Calvin,
to be.
okay, to be fair, Calvin was severely abused before we got him. He has 2 of his legs are crooked because they were broken.
Oh,
He lived with some drug addicts and they abused him. So I get it. I get it.
He has trauma. Can
He's
you show him, Debbie?
his
Debbie wants
PTSD.
to know if you can show him or not, or if he's not accessible to picking up right now.
He's in the other room right now. Yeah, he's not here right now, and I would
And
have a hard time picking him up.
see, we have trouble when we take Pirate out because he'll just walk up to women. He loves women. Like, do you want to pet me?
Well, we go like last year. So our town has a festival. It's a pickerel festival. It's around 4th of July, week. And we went into the beer tent for like 3 days last year, and he had the time of his life. Everybody, oh, look at that.
Very pretty.
Love it.
I only did one row tonight.
Nice. But
But they're getting bigger though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, it
Yeah.
goes like this. Sorry. It goes like this.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
But Calvin had the time of his life because everybody loved Calvin. They wanted to just love all over Calvin. Men, women, didn't matter. So he loves people. He loves going places. It's just when he gets tired at night is when he loses control. So he'll growl, and that's your warning. Don't mess with him.
Mm-hmm.
And if
That's
you
the warning.
continue to mess with
It's too
him,
people-y. Leave me alone.
yes, I've had enough. I'll
Pretty
see you
much.
tomorrow.
People do.
And you get up in the morning and you come see, and he's all happy to see you, and he's excited. Hi, mom. Hi, mom. Hi, mom. That's just how he is.
He just has his moods.
Yes, like we all do.
Okay.
Except we don't bite.
There was a couple of service dogs at the convention that were very well behaved.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
they are. They're very well behaved.
Some of them people kept trying to pet him, and people were like,
No.
No.
Did I ever tell
There-
you that there is a rule at Disneyland because of my son?
No,
My-
I don't think so.
My youngest son worked at Radiator Springs Racers, and somebody brought a fake service dog through.
I
Oh.
think you mentioned this once.
Yeah,
But
and
go ahead.
the dog bit him.
Mm.
And they were like, do you want to press charges and blah blah blah, and he said no, because he said he knew that they would put the dog down, and
Yeah.
he didn't want that
Yeah. No.
because he is such an animal lover.
Yeah.
He
Well-
wouldn't be able to live with himself.
Problem is, a lot of people their dogs don't have any training whatsoever, and they put them
No.
in situations that the dog's not equipped to handle, and it's
Yeah.
not the dog's fault.
Well, it was
Um,
very much a fake service dog.
Right.
Very-
Yeah. Our grocery store doesn't allow them anymore, so that's nice.
Right. No
Because
pets.
people are bringing bringing their
You know.
pets in and putting them all over the cart, and it's like, I don't want my
Yeah.
food where your dog was.
Right? Yeah, like no.
But the convention, it was, I mean, there were several furries, a lot, and I felt bad for them because it was so hot inside. I don't know how they survived in those costumes. But
Well, they're
a lot of them.
dedicated.
Yeah, there was a lot of cosplaying. It was actually, there were a lot more kids this year because I guess younger kids are getting into anime with parents, which you could tell who knew what was going on and who didn't, because you could tell the parents who were just totally had no clue. But at least a lot of the cosplayers were a bit more covered than in previous years, because
Mhm.
a couple of years ago there was a lot of flesh, and this time there were some. And some women, I mean, you do you, wear what you want, but you probably shouldn't wear a thong in public. That's all I'm gonna
No, not when there's
Um,
kids around, and
No.
not when there's not kids around. Like, come on, people.
Right.
Have some
But
decency.
there were some costumes that women who probably don't look in the mirror and see what their derriere looks like.
Yeah.
And
Do you own a
Put 'em out
mirror?
there.
Like, come on.
yeah. But yeah, it was super crowded though. But it was
Yeah.
fun. We went to one panel that of a show my daughter watches, so she really liked listening to the voice actors talk and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
But it was much more video game oriented this year. Like all the esports college teams were there recruiting, and the Army college
Wow.
team was there. The
Okay.
Army team having competitions. You know, can you play with the best? You know, that kind of thing. So there was a lot of that. I guess there's a lot. I guess the colleges are still giving esports scholarships, which blow my mind. I mean,
will
I
say,
get it; it's fine, but just calling them sports is wrong, because video game players are not athletes.
No.
Call them something. Call them something else.
Well,
in the NFL draft this year, there were 2 players from Navy that got drafted to the NFL, which is
Yeah.
like unheard of. So that
There was
pretty
one
cool.
team. One team took a player who's never played football before. He's a walk-in. I can't remember. Was it Miami maybe, or I can't remember what team, but a guy who's never played football before.
Is his
So
name Rudy?
I guess he must.
like
No, he was big. He's probably because of his size, or maybe his
well,
speed.
you can
I don't
teach,
know.
you
but-
know, if he's going to be a lineman, I guess you can teach him how to, if he's big, you know.
I guess, but you'd think. I mean, there's so many
But
people
man,
who've been
in
playing.
the draft, like, there's so many kids
Yeah.
that want to be, you know,
mm-hmm.
and then you got kids who think they should be drafted and they're not,
Mhm.
which is kind of a thing. The kid from Vanderbilt,
Oh, I know. I saw a thing
Ah.
about that.
he's
What?
gonna go talk to the Ravens. So yeah, okay.
Was he the one that they showed that he had all of the hats lined
Uh-huh.
up? He was just
Uh-huh.
waiting to see.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
he's
what
he's-
happened there?
5'8" of cocky. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he thinks he's, you know.
He's
And it
all
was-
attitude.
He was the one. Okay, he was the one where he's like half.
He was
Hispanic
mad.
or whatever, and he got mad because he didn't win the Heisman because
Right.
he's Hispanic. But meanwhile, the kid whose last name is Mendoza.
Fernando
won.
Mendoza won.
So just sit down, okay? So he's way
Oh,
too
so-
cocky. He's way too, you know.
So we're not sad about him not getting picked.
No, we're not.
Okay. Just checking.
No,
First of all,
he needs to
I
grow
don't
up
want a
some.
quarterback that's 5'8" or 5'9". Are you kidding me? You can't see over the lineman.
Well, they used to say how short Drew Brees was all the time. They always talked about how short he was. He's 6 foot tall.
Hey, he's not. Yeah, he's not.
I mean,
5'8".
I just think of Doug Flutie. He was too short for the NFL. He was
Right.
great in the CFL. He was
Yeah.
great for Boston College or Boston University. I can't remember which,
Mhm.
but he was short.
Uh,
You know. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was interesting to see what's his name not drafted.
Yeah,
I'm not
it was,
surprised.
It was
He-
funny.
You
I
got to know he turned off teams during the interviews. Like,
Well, he
Well-
said what I read was when he went in the interviews, he was all cocky and like, I'm not going to sit behind anybody. I'm a starting quarterback. And like, okay, you need to calm yourself, okay? Because
Well, isn't that the same reason that Sanders' kid didn't get drafted earlier? because he
Oh,
went in
shit,
real
yeah.
cocky.
It's a Johnny Manziel thing. It's the, and the only reason that Shedeur got in was because of his dad. Let's face it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how long before they fire the coach so that his dad can take over coaching.
Oh, in Cleveland? I don't know.
I don't know.
Cleveland it's a sorry anybody in the chat, but Cleveland is a nightmare. It just is.
Yeah. But
That's what it's going to be.
well, I guess we're getting an expansion NBA team. Yay. Like we need that.
What about the Jazz?
That's Utah.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Utah, they're a different state, Joan.
Hey, they're close by. We go through Nevada
They
when we go
are.
to Utah.
Yeah,
We've come
I
to the
just
sports ball segment of our chat, people.
yes, but you can craft while you sports ball.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
That is the best
Everybody-
thing about sports ball.
pull for my hockey team tonight. It's game 4. They're down 2 games to 1. So pull for my hockey team for the Stanley. They're playing the Mammoths.
I don't know
who
what's
they are.
going on with hockey. I
Oh,
don't have.
Come on, Therese. Let's be supportive of our friends.
I'm supportive of Sidney Crosby. He's winning right now. Ha. Anyway.
well, check out all our friends' yarns for our knit along. There's other summer knit alongs coming on too. Joan talked about them on her podcast. There's a lot of summer knit alongs.
As many as I could think of. I
There's
didn't have
Summer
them.
of the
I was-
Lanai. Summer on the Lanai. There's Summer
Shark
of
Week.
Murder. And there might be kind of a collab thing going on. I don't know. Who else has stuff?
Shark
And
Week.
Tina's got yarn for the 250 pre-order. Go do that. I don't know who else has got stuff. Shark Week's coming sooner than you think.
Do you have a picture on your phone that you can show of Calvin?
I do, of course.
Come on.
So
Let the people see Calvin.
let the people let the people see Calvin.
I went crazy the other night posting stuff about Pirate.
He's ridiculous. Pirate. I love when Pirate pretends he's hurt and then you see him zooming around like,
Yeah.
sir.
Mhm.
No,
Oh,
sir.
Remember
No.
all
Tina's-
the limping
Tina's-
and we were so worried.
Yeah. No.
Tina's 250 is good. Is going till May 4th.
Yes.
So the pre-order is up until May 4th.
Hurry up. Go get your stuff.
I'm just not sure what weight I want.
I know, right? That's always the challenge.
I ordered the
I know.
sparkle.
Let me find Calvin. I need to organize my photos. Because there he is at the tent, the beer tent.
All right.
Yeah. No.
I will probably get the sock weight.
That's what I usually do because then you can hold it with something else and
Mhm.
Yeah.
what?
I got the soft weight sparkle.
Yeah, I'm not doing the sparkle because I have sparkle
Yeah.
from her already.
I don't know. It depends on what you're making. Sparkle's good for some things and not for others. And
My
I'm
opinion.
not sure what I'm going to make with
Thing
it.
is-
Probably a cowl, but
Everything is better with sparkle.
yeah, but I don't want a sweater in sparkle because that's kind of bougie.
80s.
That's a little
Very
bougie.
80s.
That's very Blanche.
Yeah.
Right,
That is very
Amy?
Blanche.
Am I right? It's Blanche. Which we love Blanche, but
Mhm.
Also, where I live,
Mhm.
it's not a sparkle sweater kind of place. Like, I would look ridiculous in a sparkle place. place. Here he is. Here's Calvin. Can we?
God, he's so cute.
Here he is. Here's
Not
Calvin.
showing his teeth. He's being good in that
No,
picture.
he's not. No, he's not. I have video, which you don't want to see. I have video of Calvin, acting up.
All right.
It's not good.
He's just spicy.
He's spicy.
Get your
He's
yarn.
spicy Chihuahua.
Knit for your pets if you want. In our
Knit for
patriotic,
everybody.
make your pets patriotic if you want.
Ooh, good idea. Mm-hmm.
I could make something for Pirate to wear for a nanosecond.
Like a bandana or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Till he eats it.
Oh,
Then better not get the sparkle.
yeah. Don't. No.
You don't need
No.
him eating that. He's supposed to be spicy.
Yeah.
He's spicy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas are spicy.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
law. They have to be spicy.
It's a thing.
Ridiculous.
All right. Everybody have a good Monday evening
Have a
and the
good
rest of the
week.
week.
You guys
And
have a great time.
go buy $180 needles or don't
No.
if you don't
Don't.
want to.
Or
No,
spend
you know what?
$5
Take that money. Take that
$40.
money and go buy teenage yarn. You know.
Yeah, but people buy what you want. Don't let anybody make you feel bad.
Right.
If you have a stash, good for you. If you don't, good for you. Everybody's entitled to do it their own way. I
Yep.
get so many podcasts where, oh my gosh, my stash. What am I gonna do? People comment on my stash. Just ignore them
Yep.
because it's your stash and they're just
Right.
jealous.
This thing I'm making right now. This is like 5-year stash. You know, it's old because I wanted
There
to
are
use
those
it.
of us
You know.
on this podcast that have reached Sable.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
do
yeah.
you think I care? I don't care.
No. My problem is that I've outgrown some of my stash. Like I don't want.
Yeah, I
No.
don't like the colors or the
Right.
or the weight or
So now I'm forcing myself to do. I love the color of this and I love that yarn. That's fine. But there's other stuff I'm like, I just don't want to use that anymore. So maybe
Yeah.
I'll throw it in a blanket or I'll throw it, whatever, in a charity thing or whatever. That's what it is. You just
Mhm.
do what you got to
Yeah.
do.
yeah, knit what you want, crochet what you want. Don't let anybody boss you around.
Weave, snow,
Deb
sew.
Says
snow,
he's a
not
cutie
snow.
patootie. She said that
He
Calvin's
is.
a cutie patootie.
Calvin is.
He's something.
Calvin is a survivor.
He is.
He is.
He's a
He's a
survivor.
survivor.
And he lets Therese know that.
He won't
With
do
his
it
mouth.
to David. That's what's funny. Is he gets mad. It's when he's tired. When nighttime comes, that's when he gets,
Mhm.
salty. But he doesn't do it to David. So maybe the woman was the one that was. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Me
But
too.
shame
Gonna have
on
a garage
her.
sale. I have cartons full of acrylic if anyone wants.
Oh, where do you live?
Well,
Debbie?
if anyone's going to be making something
Mhm.
and buying blanket quantities, check with Joan because she might have it. It might be discontinued. And she can let you know
Yeah,
ahead
right.
of time.
Right?
Yes.
Check
Check
the
with
colorways
Phoebe.
Because if I choose it, it's going to be discontinued. So
That's how I am.
Right.
I'm the same way. Yep. As soon as I like
Check.
something, they get rid of it. Yep.
yeah, check with me
Mhm.
first and make sure that I haven't bought it. Because if I did, it's going to be discontinued.
And
Yeah.
I
How
also
my
think
mother-in-law
that
was
maybe
with restaurants.
you need to check stuff before you cast on things, lady.
Yeah.
Boring. No, I have, for at least a couple of my blankets, I have bought all the yarn I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it.
I tend to for blankets now because I've gotten caught so many times with either it was discontinued or I can't find a matching color
Mhm.
lot and
Mhm.
there's nothing that's close.
Well,
So
Or the store shuts down.
or you get it and then you buy more and it's the same color lot, but they doesn't feel the same.
No. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
like, I have two of this
I love
one
that.
was
That's so
this.
pretty.
and then
That's
the
pretty.
other one, my third one, looks more. Hold please. I know you're trying to leave, but I'm hurrying.
It's okay.
Sorry, it's just my back's hurting me.
I'm sorry.
She's got it.
They did not have comfortable chairs, and then chairs were too close to people, so you're like sitting, you know,
I thought
really
it was
close.
in here, but I don't see it.
Okay.
But it's
Our pirate probably has it.
he might. He does. He is quite a yarn connoisseur.
Hmm.
But anyway, it was a lot pinker, so I thought, just stick that in the middle. That's the beauty of these with the changing colors.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter
Mhm.
because it's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
like.
be next to each other.
Yeah, I like the mandalas too. The lime brown
Yes.
ones when they're on sale,
Mhm.
because
Yep.
you can combine them.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a whole blankets quantity that I got from my son's ex-girlfriend because she had asked me to make her a blanket, and she was a crocheter, and I thought, well, I would do that, but then they broke up. So
Well, now
it's
you
going to
have
be a bunch
yarn.
of baby
Hey.
blankets. Oh, Debbie Loves Yarn has 70 big twist in black.
What?
Anybody interested? Joan, wasn't that what you were looking for?
No, I don't think so. But I may end
Thought
up.
it was. I thought you were looking for that for your temperature blanket.
No, you need
know.
to. Tabitha
Well, I
is
have the sparkle black.
Tabitha's going to
Oh.
do a sweater for herself in black. So she did a sweater for her daughter in crazy colors, and she said she wants to do one in black. So maybe
Yeah.
she wants to do that.
Check
I
with
have
Kat
black,
Frank,
but it's from
'cause she
Temu.
loves black.
I have black from Temu
I like black.
and from Malabrigo.
Yeah. Black and navy blue and
Mhm.
dark gray.
Dark gray.
Dark gray. Because
Pop
then
of
you get to do
color.
pops of color with it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why I like this pretty yarn from Tina. Where did I put it? It's got gray and purples and pop.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
So it's going to be a short sleeve top of some kind. Not sure what. I got to finish some blankets first before it gets too hot.
I know. I got to do all the things.
Make sure you enter them into JBand.
Yes, I will. I
Well,
will.
I showed you last week. You said you wrote it down. So
I probably did. I'll show my list on Sunday. I will
Okay.
show you the list of what
Okay.
I have in April. And if I have left you out, please make me aware of that and I will add you in.
Oh, I will
And
yell.
that's for-
No, I will.
that's for anybody who's working on blankets for JBAM.
I got
So-
one. Yep, I got 3, but I'll just one because
Debbie, I was going to say check with Cassie Crafts. She loves black.
Yeah, Cassie does love
Okay.
a good black.
So
I think most of her yarn is black.
I
right.
couldn't.
We'll
I'm
talk to you guys
sorry.
later.
Yeah.
I gotta move. My back's
Bye.
killing me. Bye.
thanks, guys.
Thanks everybody. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and even if you didn't, like and subscribe too, because we need it.
Tell all your friends how horrible we are. Yeah.
Yeah.